Hello and a very warm welcome to this wild and blustery Derwent Park for this today's Stones Bitter Championship game against Sheffield. Both sides already out on the pitch. Town line up like this today. Number 1, Peter Livett. Number 2, Kevin Pape. 3, Paul Burns. 4, David Frace. 5, Mark Johnson. 6, Wayne Kitchen. 7, Dean Marwood. 8, Gary Schubert. 9, Jonty Gawley. 10, Roland Phillips. 11, Colin Armstrong. 12, Billy McGinty. 13, Stephen Holgate. Today's substitutes are Dylan Stainton, Paul Penrice, Darren Carter and Peter Riley. Sheffield line up like this: David Maiko at 1, number 2, Linton Stott, 3, Richard Price, 4, Darren Hughes, 5, Bright Sodge, 6, Ryan Sheridan, 7, Darren Turner, 8, and the captain Paul Broadbent, 9, John Lawless, 10, John Glancy, 11, Andy Hay, 12, Paul Carr, 13, Anthony Farrell, and their substitutes are Matt Crowther, Ian Hughes, Andy Young and Sonny Wackaroo. Today's man in the middle is Mr. Kirkpatrick. Carl Kirkpatrick, one of the young breed of up-and-coming referees from Workington. His touch judges today are Mr. Hawley and Mr. Mayers. Today's match sponsor is AD Boys of Ireby. The match balls donated by Tyson Burridge, and the man the match at Farmhouse Buffies. Today's mascot is Lindsay de Gavel, whose favourite player is Stephen Holgate. So the formalities are over and we're underway. So that hoisted kick from Kitchen. Farrell, remember, he caused so much trouble in the fixture last year, but Town alert to it. Glancy taking it up, but just by himself though. Wind blowing right across the top of the grandstand. It will not help any team in any way, shape or form, or we don't think it will. But it'll certainly hamper kicking. There's Hay, former Castleford man. Last tackle. Back to Sheridan, who's been in good form early on. Ball just beats everyone though. So Sheffield holding it well for their first set of 6 before the kick came in, but just ran dead. So it's Gawley. Remember, replacement for the injured Phil McKenzie, takes his tap, feeds it on to Johnson in from the left wing position, the new recruit from London. Now Gawley on to Armstrong. Had a big game against Wigan, got through 35 tackles. Now Gawley goes right on to Phillips. He alert to it though. And Lawless again in on the tackle, this hooker. Now Schubert taking it head on and 3 in on the tackle. Now Marwood steps inside 1, goes back in field, running it. Back in field onto Holgate. Don't think he was expecting that. It's last tackle this time. Now Gawley to Armstrong, puts the kick in, cross field. Taken by Maiko. Maiko runs it straight back at them, but Burns holds him at bay. Sheffield in possession, goes on to Sodge. Spilled by Broadbent, wasn't too happy about that. Now on to Johnson. Johnson tried on the outside, pushed Linton Stott away. Now Gawley on to Schubert, drives it in. Town lively spell at the start. Marwood round the back goes Holgate. Holgate straightens it, but met by former England teammate Anthony Farrell. Now Gawley again comes right. Marwood on to Phillips. Phillips straightens it. Reception committee for him though. Town lined out steeply to the left. It goes that way. Marwood wide onto Kitchen. Kitchen darts and well, does well. Finds McGinty. McGinty dummies. Met by stiff defence. Sheffield in their own 20. Frace infield onto Marwood. Marwood puts the kick through off the post. Spilled. Was it knocked on? It certainly was. So good pressure by Town, holding it well for a set of 6 and forcing the error from David Maiko as the ball came back off the posts. So good field position. It's going to be Marwood to feed this scrum. Back split Right and left, Marwood round the base. Dummy's Kitchen just slipped there though, as he tried to go himself. Now Phillips trying to jink round Glancy. Held up by Broadbent, 8 yards out. Now short ball onto Schubert. Schubert met by Faddle and upended 3 yards out town. They lined out deeply to the left. Goes that way, Kitchen, darting run, short ball onto Livett, but Livett just spills the ball as he went through the line. So well weighted pass by Kitchen, but just couldn't be held by Livett. That lets Sheffield off the hook somewhat. And they have this feed to this scrum with Darren Turner to feed 10 yards from his own line, comes up with it. Trying to run it wide, but Pape upends him. Paul Carr it was who stood off out of that scrum. But good tackling, keep Richard Price deep in their own 20. Now Glancy upended by Phillips. Good defence by Town. Now Broadbent trying to run it away from deep, but again 3 in on the tackle. Lawless back to Sheridan to put the kick in. Spiralling kick, comes back into the field of play, taken by Johnson on the first bounce, runs it back in field, looking to open up, still going Johnson. But brought down by Stott, lively run though by the winger. Now Gawley first there onto Holgate, trying to run it wide of the ruck, but Lawless upends him by the collar. Sheffield looked to be offside there, nothing given. Now Armstrong takes it up from the front as he did so at Wigan. Leading by example. Well, Armstrong penalised. Mr. Kirkpatrick said he wasn't standing up when he played it, wanting to play a quick play of the ball, but with 2 on your back it's somewhat difficult. So Sheffield make ground by the boot of Maiko, takes play on halfway. Now Glancy takes the first. Now Sheridan looks for runners, finds Broadbent. 5 minutes gone, no points on the board. Now Sheridan looking to try to weave something, puts back in field to Carr, but Carr spills it. Gawley picks it up, hands one off. Broadbent up very quickly again as Armstrong runs it wide, only as far as here though. Here and Farrell bring him down. Now Gawley goes left onto Phillips. Phillips trying to spin out of tackles, this Welsh international, both at league and union. Now Gawley goes right again onto Burns, trying to inject a bit of pace. But Farrell and here getting through the bulk of the tackling. Now Gawley again onto Kitchen. Kitchen sidesteps, but Farrell did well to tackle back. Sheffield have a man down, it's Glancy. Now Marwood puts the boot in, crossfield kick. Allowed to bounce by Stott, but again a good chase by Town. Glancy looks fit to recover. Now Sheffield tried to run it wide, but McGinty's alert to it and bring him down with the help of Paul Burns. Lawless from acting half-back, but again spilled. So Sheffield putting themselves under early pressure, their own self-doing. A couple of spilled balls. McGinty calls the shots, gives the instructions to Kitchen. He has Livett in the line, 4 backs lined out to the left, 2 on the right. Now Burns shuffles to the left. Marwood onto Burns. Burns look to go over the top. Now Marwood, same side on the left. Misses out Holgate onto Johnson, trying to go on the outside, but Stott does well to bring him down. Marwood, short ball onto Armstrong, trying to bulldoze his way through, but Turner brings him down. Goes wide this time. Marwood onto Kitchen, wide onto Phillips. There's a hole there. Can he go through it? McGinty, if he fires it wide. Is he over? Yes, he is. McGinty goes in for the opening try. Had about a 3 or a 4 man overlap. McGinty thought about the pass and then spotted the whitewash and went himself. Sheer brute force and determination forced McGinty over. Well, if there's any nerves there, there's certainly got rid of a few of them. Good bright start by Town. Sheffield prepared well for this encounter. They stayed overnight at the North Lakes Gateway at Penrith. So now Maiko along the bottom, taken by Holgate. Holgate looks what his options are, drives it straight into Lawless and Glancy. Gawley onto Pape in from the right wing position, but here getting through a lot of tackling early on. Now Gawley onto Armstrong. Gawley again, spots a gap, then feeds it onto Phillips. Now McGinty got fresh winds in his sails following that try. Last tackle, Gawley back to Marwood, who puts the kick in behind Sodge, and he just lets it run into touch. So Town controlling the ball well in these awkward conditions, very, very breezy. Very awkward, the passing game today. So Gawley just takes his time, fasten the bootlaces, as it's Sheridan to feed this scrum, comes up with it. Onto Hughes, now playing a standoff berth. Now Turner onto Price. Price not making too much headway again. They go right, Lawless onto Broadbent. Broadbent brought down on halfway. Now Lawless again onto Sheridan. Sheridan looks for runners, but offloads again. Pape in from the wing, but again Sheffield doing well to offload there. Maiko running away well. Made good yardage in this set of 6. Now Turner allowing him to run though. Last tackle. Lawless goes himself, now puts the kick in. Livert's under it, takes it well. Now runs it away, only as far as Farrell. And this former Wolves amateur, playing only his second professional game, as now Armstrong tries to run it away from deep. Schubert spots a gap. Looked for somebody off his shoulder, nobody there. Gawley goes himself, now onto Burns. Burns onto Pape, but Pape just couldn't hold it. Well, that looked a bit of a flop there. And Pape just unable to take that pass. Put the scrum it down on halfway. Sheridan comes up with it. Onto Carr, standing off. Hughes taking that one up strongly. Sheffield, well, they were lined out to the right, and now Glancy allowing to offload at will. Sheridan looks for runners up in the line. Is Maiko, but he spills the ball, and it's Town who come up with it. Remember, Sheffield played 2, lost 2. They have been tricky ties. Their first at home to Leeds and their second away at Wigan. So now Marwood, short ball onto Schubert, well wrapped up by Lawless and Broadbent. Town again go left onto Phillips. Phillips met by Hay. Hay onto Gawley. Gawley through the gap from that Phillips pass. Now Marwood left again onto Armstrong. Armstrong infield goes Frace. Frace still going, trying to go on the outside, and Frace scores against one of his old clubs. David Frace, that's why he's been signed. Armstrong called for the ball out wide. He took it, he fed it infield to this long striding David Frace, and Frace outgunned the fullback David Maiko to go in for Town's second try of the afternoon. So Frace gets his opener for Town. So from the far side, with the wind whipping across the posts, right across the front of them, it's Marwood trying to add on this conversion. Looks good from here. And it is. It's a superb conversion by Marwood to take Town out into a 10 points to nil lead. So after the big defeat on the opening day of the season by Wigan, Town appoint the new coach in Kurt Sorensen. Sorensen has let the deputy coaches McGinty and McKenzie pick the side for today. He's just watching and I'm sure he's very pleased with what he's seen so far. Town who lead 10-0. Livett takes it, runs it straight back at them. Now Gawley short ball onto Pape, but again Hain on the tackle. That's why this man's been signed. Gawley onto Schubert. Again 3 in, but Schubert still going. Farrell eventually wrestles him to the ground. Now Gawley goes himself, has Phillips with him, used him as a decoy before he was brought down on halfway. Marwood, well, Carr was up very, very quickly there, but Town offload. Now Schubert it is again. Upended by Broadbent, it's last tackle now. Now Gawley onto Marwood, then onto Kitchen. Kick comes in, well, was it off a Town, a Sheffield hand? Well, linesman said it was, so that mistake by Linton Stott trying to take that ball again puts Town on the ascendancy with the feet to this scrum on the Sheffield 20. Certainly got the crowd buzzing early on as Marwood picks it up from the base, tries to go himself, but met by Farrell and Turner. Livett at the hub of things. Narrow side, Kitchen onto Holgate, look forward, but Holgate goes through the gap and referee said it was. And nobody put a hand on him, but a well-weighted pass again by Kitchen. So Sheffield off the hook again, otherwise Holgate was in for another. Town up very quickly. And referee stays too quickly. Town of all 4 substitutes warming up. Good kick there by Maiko. Lawless, first up is Broadbent. Again a good run by Broadbent, allowed Town standing back. Lawless back in field onto Glancy. Glancy met by McGinty and Armstrong. Finished off by Gawley. Lawless onto Sheridan. Sheridan short ball onto here. Sheffield made good yardages in this set of 6. Sheridan probes the defence. Dummies tried to go through the gap, looking to offload. He does so to Turner. In the Town 20, Farrell goes himself, drives it to the posts. Good head of steam, looks to offload to Carr. Need to get hold of him, still going. They've got men out wide. It goes to Broadbent. Still all on. They've got about a 3-1. Back in field. And then they spill it. So good defence by Town. But really Sheffield should have had points on the board there. And now Johnson tries to run out of defence. And that was a flop there by Turner. Referee spotted it. So really Sheffield should have had points on the board, and that silly Darren Turner indiscretion gives Town another penalty and a chance for Kitchen it is to kick the touch on the far side into the strong wind. He puts it down on the ground to keep it lower and finds a good touch finder. So now Gawley first there, infield onto Marwood, then onto Frace, the try scorer. Sure he has a point to prove. Now Gawley onto Phillips. Phillips short ball onto McGinty, but just good tackle there by Turner. Gawley infield onto Armstrong, getting through a lot of work again. Gawley again, quick hands onto Holgate. Holgate straightens it over the first. Looked a little high, but again good running by this loose forward. Gawley goes right onto Marwood. Marwood onto Burns. Burns almost through onto Pape, and Pape's in for another. Referee hasn't given it, he has now. So again, good play on this wide outside. Burns held the pass up. I thought he was going himself, and then he slipped that ball to Kevin Pape, and Pape barged his way over for Town's third try. So the Flimby Flyer does it again. It's certainly given Sheffield something to think about, but I'm sure they won't take anything for granted, because Town had a big lead at Sheffield, and Sheffield came roaring back to steal the game last year. Now McGinty takes it on the full, runs it straight back at them, met by Broadbent, Glancy and Lawless, the front row. Now Gawley onto Pape, stepped in field, but Hay stuck to him like glue. Now Gawley, well taken by Armstrong. Now Gawley onto Phillips. Alert to the danger of Phillips. Gawley onto Schubert. Schubert punching holes in this Sheffield defence. Now Gawley onto Marwood. Marwood puts the kick in, driving Sheffield back again. Bright Sodge takes it, runs it straight back. There's a good chase up. Goes back, tries to go around Frace, but Frace brings him down 10 yards from the Sheffield line. Now Stott can't go anywhere. Brought down without making any headway. And again, good tackling this time from Johnson, keeping Sheffield at bay. Now Broadbent trying to make the big yards, this big prop. Tackles flying in. So Sheffield making their first substitution after 22 minutes. Young comes on for John Glancy as Sheffield put the kick in, taken by Livett. Livett runs it straight back at them. Upended though, it was nearly a dump. Now Marwood onto Burns, former Barra teammate, now well in harness at Derwent Park. Gawley, quick hands, Aldgate took it at the second attempt before Young brought him down. Now Gawley again onto Armstrong, running like a young'un. Gawley at the hub, onto Marwood, wide onto Phillips. Phillips trying to shrug them off, looking to offload, but thought better of it. It's last tackle. Marwood puts the kick in behind the defence and finds touch. So again, Town basically monopolising possession, not giving Sheffield a sniffing. And he's opening 23 minutes. Sheridan to feed. Comes up with it. Onto Carr. Carr looking to go wide, but upended by Kitchen and Burns. Now Turner. Turner onto Price, trying to spin out of tackles, but upended by Burns. Look forward, spotted by the referee. And again, Sheffield bringing on their own downfall. Sure, coach Gary Hetherington will not be happy with this first half display. Marwood, channel one, Fraser the dummy run. Marwood goes himself though, he had a lot of options on. Johnson had come in from the left wing, now Kitchen steps on the gas. But Sheffield caught offside. And it could be a chance for Marwood to extend the lead. He says he'll have a potted goal. So Marwood head onto the post, 20 metres out. This vicious wind blowing from the left. Here he goes, and it's there. So Marwood extends the Town lead. So local bookmakers Ladbrokes on their coupon this weekend at Sheffield with a 10-point start. Sheffield restarting, and one bounce out into touch. So it's going to be Town to feed this scrum 10 yards from their own line. I'm sure Sheffield will want to keep Town here as long as possible and try to put a bit of pressure on and get some points on the board before half time. But as yet it's Workington who lead on 26 minutes, 16 points to 0, with those 3 first half tries from McGinty, Frace and Pape. 2 goals by Marwood. Now Phillips running well. Farrell and here chasing back. Now Holgate, again a good run, but Young this time brings him down. Gawley goes himself through the first line, brought down just about on halfway. Marwood from dummy half onto Kitchen, probe and run, dodges back to Marwood, hands off one, still going, onto Johnson tried it on the outside, but again Young again, tackling back. Now Marwood, will he hoist one? No, puts it along the bottom. Maiko has to play it, slips. But again, Town up very, very quickly. Sheffield back in their own 20. And again, good tackling by Town, want to keep them there. Now Broadbent trying to run it away. Armstrong and McGinty though, but he's lost the ball. Another penalty. Not square. Sheffield want to get points on the board in these final 12 minutes. Now Young drives it to the post, met by Schubert and Gawley, trying to spin out of tackles, taking it 5 yards from the Town line, 5 more tackles. Sheridan, dummies, goes through the gap, almost over. And another penalty. Carr goes himself, trying to run it wide, spins out of one, offloads onto Maiko. 5 more tackles. Lawless just knocks on. He's not happy, that's his second mistake. So again, Sheffield bringing on their own downfall. Or let's just say Town forced the mistake. Just panicking a little. Marwood feeds, comes up with it round the base. Well, a loose pass. And again, it's a scrum down after that mistake. Sheffield's feed, 10 yards from their own line. Have Paul Carr standing off this time. Farrell round the base, picks it up, goes himself almost underneath tackles, trying to duck under them. Sheffield go right. Sheridan looks for runners, dummies, goes through the gap himself. He's held up 2 yards out. Town defence working overtime. Lawless tries to go himself, he's held up inches short. Goes wide again, Sheridan wide onto Hay. Hay trying to step over tackles. Pape did well to bring Sheridan down there. Flew out of the line, extinguished the danger. Broadbent back in field onto Carr. Carr onto Maiko. Is he in? Yes, he is. And David Maiko gets the first points on the board for Sheffield. The pressure told in the end, but really all down to Town's mistake at the base of the scrum. So a chance for Maiko to add on this conversion of his own try. Ball just topples over, so Mr. Kirkpatrick stops the clock. Sheffield have their substitutes warming up. And Maiko's successful, so that narrows the gap to 16 points to 6. About 9 minutes to go in this first half. So it's going to be Kitchen to restart. Kitchen hoists one, held up well in the wind, taken well by Turner though, but he spilled the ball. Ball went back though, the referee said. Well, Paul Burns brought... Well, the referee awarded a penalty. What he's indicating, looks a bit of mouth in, I think. But silly mistake by Sheffield. But Town want to play possession rugby, just calm it down and ask Kitchen to kick the touch on the grandstand side. Which he does so successfully. Again, keeps Sheffield under pressure. Gawley onto Schubert. Schubert drives the first in, but it's that man here again who gets through a lot of tackling. Gawley onto Phillips here again. Now quick hands, Kitchen goes left, short ball onto Holgate. They got wise to it this time. Now Kitchen onto Phillips, round the back, trying to spin out a tackle. Still he's on his feet, there's three wrapped round him. Well, if it goes right quickly, which it does, Kitchen onto Burns. Burns straightens it. Last tackle. Gawley onto Marwood, chipped through. Taken by Maiko, he's got to run it out. And he can't, so again, good pressure by Town from that kick by Marwood. Maiko had to play it. Tried to run it out of danger, but couldn't. He was trapped in his in-goal area, and it forces the drop out. Sheffield aren't in too much of a hurry to take this, and it's going to be Town with another set of 6. Sheffield hoisted deep, taken well by Kitchen on the full. He's got Pape with him if he opts to use it. Goes on the blind side, just shimmied round Bright Sodge, and there's not many do that, but lively start. Now Burns, good tackle by Sodge. Now Gawley goes left onto Marwood. Marwood dummies. Looks to Phillips. Onto Gawley. Gawley checks, goes back in field. Town 10 yards from the Sheffield line. Lined out steeply to the left. Marwood goes that way onto Kitchen. Kitchen onto Armstrong. Did well to take it as Sheffield come flying out of the line. Now Holgate onto Frace. Back in field, still going. Offloads, but Sheffield come up with it. No, another penalty. Bit of indiscipline, Town losing 10 yards. Now here, good tackle though by Schubert. Now Broadbent trying to run it out from deep, but again there's still 3 in on the tackle. Lawless onto Sheridan, Sheridan onto Maiko, up in the line. Sheffield having their best spell of this half. Now Young onto Sheridan, onto Faddle. Faddle trying to hand off, going through the gap, still going Faddle. Good tackle by Livett. Halted him, if only temporarily. Sheffield have the numbers out left, it goes that way. Onto Price, Price onto Sheridan, back in field, short ball onto Young. Can they hold him up? Yes they can. It's last tackle. They still have the numbers out left. It goes that way. Sheridan tries to go himself. Wild pass. Marwood can't hold Turner. Again it goes wide. It's still last tackle. Livett takes it well. The Sodge wraps himself round him, so a good defence by Livett. Held that ball on last tackle for rather a long time. Agonising wait before Town got hands onto it. They did so, and it'll be a dropout. Four minutes to go, plus any stoppage time in this first half as Marwood drops out. Taken by Price on the far side, forced back though. Now Faddle onto Lawless. But Sheffield keeping the ball alive well. Turner onto here. By himself, upended. Still in the town 20 though, there's still danger. Sheridan onto Broadbent. Broadbent got the men out wide. Spins out of tackles. Now onto Young. But referee awards a penalty for a high tackle. Carr takes it quickly. Again, Sheffield pound the town line. Sheridan wide onto Farrell. They've got the numbers. Farrell stands in the tackle, offloads onto Price. Back to Young. Young straightens it. Still going, Young. He's held up. Thought he was over the line. Goes wide, Sheridan wriggling, and he's in. So again, loose tackling by Town. The Sheffield come back into the game and Sheridan wriggles his way over. To natter the lead again. And it's there. So Sheffield trail only by 4 now as we approach half-time. 2 minutes to go plus any stoppage time. And from leading 16 points to 0, they're now in a game. So Kitchen again to restart. Hoisted again. Taken well by Lawless. Now Carr. Carr, good run, looking to offload. He does so again, but Pape alert to it. That's better tackling. Spilled the ball. Turner's not happy about it. Talking Town put some more points on the board before half-time. We've got about a minute. Marwood comes up with it, onto Kitchen, Pape in the line, miss him out, onto Livett, Livett checks back in field. Offloads though, now Burns has a run at Price, almost over the top of him. And there goes the half-time hooter. A great start by Town with a try by McGinty on 8 minutes. No goal by Marwood, then Frace waltzed in from an inside ball from Colin Armstrong. Goal by Marwood from the touchline. That was on 13. Then on 19 minutes, Kevin Pape waltzed in. Town led 14-0. A Marwood penalty took it to 16-0. Town were cruising. Then on 29 minutes, Maiko went in for a try underneath the sticks, goaled it himself. And then 3 minutes before the end, Ryan Sheridan waltzed in through some paper-thin defence. Maiko again goaled to take a half-time score at Derwent Park. Workington Town 16, Sheffield Eagles 12. So it's Sheffield. They adopt the hoisted kick, but taken superbly by Livett. Now Marwood. Dummies Holgate. Holgate ends up on the seat of his pants. Now McGinty takes it up, but again here got through a lot of work in that first half. Brings him down. Gawley onto Phillips. Another marauding run by the Welshman. Gawley used Armstrong again before he went himself, but good yardage made by the hooker. Last tackle, Marwood back to Kitchen. Kitchen, well taken by Turner. The second attempt. Price goes himself. Sheffield must have had a good cuppa. They come out to fighting on all cylinders. Now Young running well. Good tackle by McGinty though. Again, goal left. Broadbent brought down well by Burns. Sheffield in the town 20. Sheridan, he's been the linchpin, looks for runners onto Faddle. Faddle well brought down by Phillips, last tackle. Lined out right, goes to Sheridan. Sheridan puts the chip through, taken by Livett. Well, Livett forced back over the line. So it's going to be a drop out by Marwood. Going to give Sheffield possession again. Good kick by Marwood, right up to halfway as far as Turner. Turner runs it straight back at Schubert. Now Broadbent. Broadbent looks for holes. And 2 tackles is taken right back into the town 20. Narrow side onto Young. Town letting Sheffield run at them a bit. Got the run and made them. Price wide onto Sheridan. Sheridan looked a bit of crossing by Carr. Maiko onto Sodge, back in field. Good tackle though by Pape on that far side. Now Sheridan. Short, well, looked to be obstruction there, nothing given again. Now the chip comes in. Johnson takes it well though. Thought the ball had slipped out, but he did extremely well. Now Livett trying to run it away. Faddle going in. Giving him a roughing up. Now Frace. Marwood onto McGinty. Again wrapped up, but good Sheffield tackling. Keep Town at bay. Now Phillips. Last tackle, Town not making too much headway. Gawley back to Marwood. Marwood puts the boot in, sending Sheffield back again. A good kick. Well, did it go in touch? Linesman said not, but was knocked on in the process. So good kick by Marwood. And Stott's having a nightmare. So, from that mistake from Sheffield, Town come up with something. From the scrum, it's going to be Marwood to feed. Comes up with it, goes himself. Rather telegraphed. Now narrow side, Kitchen spots a gap, goes for it. Held up 5 yards out. Gawley goes right onto Marwood, short ball onto Schubert. Schubert needed somebody off his right shoulder. Gawley goes left onto Kitchen. Kitchen through the gap, tried to go himself. But as the kick came in, he engulfed poor David Maiko. There was 3 wrapped around him, so a good play again by Kitchen. Having a good game this afternoon, the standoff. Getting through a lot of work. So Sheffield restart. Now Livett takes it up. Young brings him down. Marwood onto Holgate. Spins out a 1. Takes another 2 to bring him down. Gawley onto Marwood. Then a run around with Kitchen. Marwood looks for runners. But knocked on. Linesman's on for something. Certainly spotted something, and it's a penalty. Bit of obstruction. Well, I would want a potted goal. So a chance for Marwood to take the lead to 6 points. Certainly brought 4 brave Sheffield men. If he gets this one a bit low, it could be very dangerous. So I'm sure we'll see a good chase from Town here. Ball looks to be sitting well down. So Marwood, here he goes. Is it there? Yes, it is. So Marwood extends the Town lead to 18 points to 12. 49. So the gap now 6 again. I think the crowd on this popular side wanted Town to run that one, but the correct decision was made. Town extend the lead 7 minutes into this second half. Well, on that restart going out, so it'll be a scrum down on the Town 20. Really the wind's changing round rapidly. It's now Town's backs. Marwood trying to go himself round the base. Here and Sheridan wrap him up. Now Phillips looking to offload, but Broadbent comes up with him after that spilled pass. Now Price rather isolated. Now Turner, but rather a wasted tackle, the line out deeply to the left now. Now Sheridan onto Young, who straightens it, but a reception committee for him. Again the lined out left. Now it's switched. Sheridan got the numbers here. Short ball. Stott is held up superbly. Armstrong did well to cover across. Fraser was in on the tackle as well. Here again onto Sheridan. Short ball onto Broadbent. Another good tackle. It's last tackle. Can Town keep them out? Now Sheridan wide. Knocked on though. So it'll be a handover. So good defence by Town. Sheffield wanting to make their second substitution. They won't do it yet. It's Phillips who runs it away. Now Gawley, Marwood, then on to Armstrong. Gawley again onto Holgate, trying to run it wide of here, but here sticks to him. Schubert, another good run. Gawley back to Marwood, steps inside Turner, outside of Broadbent, then puts the kick in, trapped by Stott. Stott runs it straight at Johnson, but Johnson and Schubert bring him down. And that aside, Lawless goes through the gap, ducking under tackles as he goes. Now Turner onto Faddle. Faddle met by Armstrong and Phillips. Good start to the second half by Sheffield. Now Price looking to link up, straightens it. Holgate brings him down well. Now Lawless, quick hands onto Sheridan. Sheridan onto Carr, who straightens it out wide. Hughes, but he's held up. It's last tackle. Stott screaming for it. We're out on the right. And now it's a penalty. A rather silly penalty as Sheffield make their second substitution. Lawless has gone off. Been replaced by Matt Crowther. Sheffield run it onto here. They've got man over onto Stott. Stott steps back in field. Johnson does well to cling to him. Good defensive job by the wingman. Price in field onto Crowther. Crowther onto Sheridan. Young straightens it. Met by Phillips, who greets him with a bear hug. Turner Well, they're all but waiting for the whistle. He thought he'd knocked on, but Sheffield still in possession, pounding the town line. Sheridan checks. Well, Sheffield allowed to go. Goes wide onto Broadbent. And Broadbent is he in. McGinty's been laid out. The referee now awards it. Neither of the linesmen spotted it. It was an incident with Anthony Farrell. 16. That incident not spotted by either official. Sheffield making their third substitution. David Young's left the field. So it's Sonny Wackaroo, the recruit from Doncaster. Kitchen restarts along the bottom. Taken on the foot by Crowther. Then upended by Holgate and Frace. Price coming into it more. Now here met by some stiff defence. Referee in quickly to extinguish the danger. Town don't want to lose their heads. Remember, they're still in the lead, they still have the wind in their favour. Wackaroo, but somebody certainly turned the gas up. Crowd trying to lift Town. But penalty against Wackaroo. Rather a good decision by Mr. Kirkpatrick, even if just to cool the temperatures of both sides. Town want to make their first full substitution. It's going to be Darren Carter replacing Roland Phillips. Phillips has a breather. Gawley on to Schubert. That was a short 10 metres. Sheffield were back there. Now Armstrong. He'll probably go up into the front row with Gary Schubert. Now Carter, his first touch. Well, spilled the ball in the tackle. Well spotted by Mr. Kirkpatrick, because we didn't spot it. "15 minutes of the second half gone. Town lead 18 points to 16. But Sheffield forced back. Maiko trying to run it away from deep. Town's tackling's got to be good. Up very quickly onto Broadbent. Turner met by Schubert. Schubert's tackled well all afternoon. Now Wackaroo onto Farrell. Now Wackaroo again. Back to Sheridan, who puts the kick in. Spiraling kick, but limited. Superb positioning. Met by Sodge, who brings him down. Marwood onto Johnson. Johnson trying to evade the tacklers. Who brought down. Marwood onto Pape. Pape met by Wackaroo. Making good yardage though. Now Gawley onto Armstrong, straightening it. Good yards by Big Buck. Now Gawley, another side onto Carter again. Last tackle. Marwood hoists one. Sheffield haven't got a full-back. Stott takes it well though. Marwood feeds. Comes up with it. Kitchen. Run around with Frace. Kitchen goes himself. Before he's upended. Johnson from acting half-back. Infield. Onto Frace. Tried to go back inside. Gawley onto Marwood. Then onto Carter. Good tackle though by Hughes. Now Gawley again onto Burns. Burns trying to straighten it. Marwood wide onto Kitchen. Kitchen onto Armstrong. Armstrong's dummies before he was brought down. It's last tackle. Johnson infield onto Kitchen. Kitchen, well, not to anybody in particular. Should be back to one, and it is. Came off a Sheffield hand. Town got lucky. Now Holgate straightens it, almost over the top of Turner. Now Armstrong. Sheffield look very, very quickly there. Gawley onto Marwood. Marwood darts at the line. Still going. Schubert. Checked. Offloads back to Marwood, then on to Johnson. Johnson tried the outside. Sensibly takes the tackle though. Gawley takes it to the post. Now on to Marwood. Kitchen. Kitchen short ball onto Livett up in the line. Who's upended unceremoniously. It's last tackle. Goes himself. Still going. Can he make it? Yes, he can. Well, good thinking by Peter Livett. He didn't have a marker. He played it to himself, and Livett shot in for a try. He's been injured in the process, but what good thinking by the fullback. Superb play by him. So Livett extends the Town lead. So vital kickback from Marwood. The lead by 6. This could make the lead up to 8. Here he goes. And it's there. So Town lead 24 points to 16. 60 minutes gone. Minutes to go. We enter this final quarter, this vital quarter, as I'm sure both teams are aware of. Remember, neither have a victory. Sheridan hoists one, but it's knocked on. But Town come up with it. Carter, that looked a little forward, but got away with it. Gawley onto Holgate. Running well now is Holgate. Now Gawley onto Armstrong. Armstrong met by Farrell, but again making good yards is Armstrong. All afternoon he's done so. Marwood onto McGinty. Now Marwood, another side. Onto Armstrong, came off a Sheffield hand. Well spotted by the linesman. Clearly came off a Sheffield hand. And it's a penalty now for a bit of back chat from Mr. Farrell. Didn't like that decision. And Sheffield, remember, have used all their trump cards. They have all 4 substitutes on. So a good display from Mr. Kirkpatrick this afternoon. He's had no nonsense. Very strict disciplinarian. So it's a chance for Marwood again to extend the lead. Here he goes. It's long enough. Is it straight enough? Yes, it is. So Marwood takes Town out into a 26 points to 16 lead with his fifth goal of the afternoon. Sheridan, lower, straighter kick this time, as far as Armstrong. Armstrong runs it straight back before Turner brings him down. Gawley, who's had a good game throughout, onto Holgate again. He's running well, this loose forward. Gawley onto Schubert. Schubert trying to spin out of tackles. Gawley trying to go himself, hands off Wackaroo. Turner comes back to bring him down. Marwood onto Armstrong. Again a good run, looking to offload, it does so to Kitchen. Kitchen onto Marwood. Chip over the top. Johnson's there. And fly hacked by Stott. Did well there, did Linton Stott, under tremendous pressure from both David Frace and Mark Johnson, who'd moved up very quickly. So Town making their second substitution. Gary Schubert, who's had a barnstorming game, brought off, and Paul Penrice comes on. So I don't know who'll prop now. Sheridan restarts, Kitchen's under it, takes it well, runs it straight back at them. Faddle went flying in there. Linesman and referee spotted it. And it's the second infringement with Mr. Faddle. He's certainly rattled. But nothing more than a stern lecture. And Marwood quite sensibly calms things down and opts for a kick at goal. Town have got to keep the composure in this final 15 minutes. They lead by 10 points with a chance to go 12 points ahead. Sheffield is certainly losing theirs. So Marwood, chance of his 6th goal of the afternoon. Here he goes. Looks good from here, but it comes off the post. Who's first there? And it's Hughes who comes away with it, so score remains at 26 points to 16. A let off for Sheffield as Carr runs it away. Offloads to Sodge. With Turner allowed to go a long way. Sheridan again through the gap, but upended by Holgate. Now Wackaroo, again good tackle by Holgate. Now here, infield onto Sheridan, charged down by Penrice, it's back to one. Now Broadbent calms things down. Another set of 6 for Sheffield. Didn't seem to play it, but referee allows Turner to continue. Now Faddle spots a gap, goes for the line, he's held up a yard short. Turner wide onto Sheridan, who took it well. They've got about a 4-man overlap. Well, why did Carr go himself? Looked to offload. He'd half lost it. The cover now has gone across. Tries to go himself, it's last tackle. Can Town keep them at bay? Chipped through. Taken by Livett. Did well because he's carrying an injury. I think that could be Peter Livett's last of this game. He's down now, he needs some attention. And I think Town will substitute Peter Livett now. He's still receiving attention. Took a heavy knock while scoring his try. Marwood hoists it, taken well by Faddle. Runs it straight back at them. But it's Roland Phillips who comes back on for Livett. Back in field. But Town come up with it. Gawley shrugs off one. But Sheffield caught offside. Ian Hughes, the guilty man, just a little bit too keen on this occasion. So Kitchen to kick to touch. It does so successfully. Gawley onto Armstrong. Good tackle again by Turner. Now Gawley missed out McGinty. Phillips did well to take it before he was wrapped up. Livett's gone right to the changing room, so presumably he'll play no further part. Carter almost through the gap. 10 minutes to go plus any stoppage time. Marwood not aside onto Frace. Frace looks to his outside. Hands off Sheridan. Now Penrice onto Marwood, but Marwood just knocks on. So it'll be a scrum down. Just about on the Sheffield 20-yard line. Come up with it. Town alert to it though. Now Sheffield try to run it away from deep, but again good tackling. Still three on the tackle, showing good fitness. Now Broadbent again allowing him to run here. Did well but offload. Turner came off his hand. Referee said it went back. Now Carr through the gap. Armstrong did well, but only as far as Penrice, who picks it up. Looked a little high. Now Kitchen runs it straight at them, looking for space. But here it is who brings him down. Not aside, onto Holgate. New wingman. Stott did well. Now Gawley. Ball went back, and it's back to one. Again, that looked a little high. Marwood's in trouble. Gawley onto Armstrong, not aside. But here again, bringing him down. Frace, not aside. Back in field, picked up by Armstrong, onto Holgate. Holgate. But linesman said it went forward. So Marwood, is he fit to resume? He's hobbling, but he's okay, wants to continue. Sheridan to feed. Was that one against the head? Yes, Town come up with it. Carter. Well, referee thought otherwise. Jonty Gawley thought he'd sneaked one against the head. That would have been a first. Carr in the standoff role for these scrums now. Price trying to run it away, but Carter brings him down. Well, into no man's land, but eventually bounces onto Hughes. Hughes wrapped up. Stott goes himself in field, met by Gawley and Holgate. Holgate it is who brings him down. Now Turner. Turner wide onto Sheridan, onto Farrell. Offloads onto Hughes. Hughes checks back in field and it's a try. Sheffield back in it. So Hughes gets on the score sheet. Crowd trying to lift them. Marwood's left the field. Town will have to make their final substitution. It's Peter Riley. I can't imagine him going to scrum half. Kitchen kicks it deep. Pops up well for Crowther. There's three waiting for him. Town will want to keep them there. Now here, almost over the top. Referee spotted something, said he didn't play it. A chance for Town. Who'll do the kicking though? Well, it's going to be a chance for Colin Armstrong. Dean Marwood's limped off. Town lead 26 points to 20, a 6-point gap. Remember, Armstrong used to be a very accomplished kicker in his days at Hull KR. Sure, he still holds the club record down there for the most goals in a game. But he's not a disc man, he's a sand man. But he's certainly got a chance to make a name for himself. Here he goes. But he's pushed it wide. Town will get the ball back. It's a dropout. Stott will drop out. 4 minutes to go plus any stoppage time. It's off the side of the foot, and Sheffield come up with it so the Town don't get the ball back. Carr trying to run it away. Now Broadbent. Town will want to keep it tight. Sheridan wide onto here, upended by Fraser though. Now Faddle checks back in field, but again good tackle in its last tackle. Turner back to Sheridan. Sheridan over the top. Kitchen lets it bounce and takes it on first bounce, trying to wriggle out of tackles. Now Town want to keep it tight for these 6 tackles. Armstrong straight down the middle, keeping it tight for 6 before the kick will come in, no doubt. Gawley onto Burns. Good run by Burns though. Gawley now onto Phillips. Phillips spots a hole, runs straight into Broadbent. Now it's last tackle. Back to Kitchen. Tries a long range drop kick, but it's not a bad one, but ball just runs dead. Now Faddle tries to run it away from deep, handing off as he goes. Well, just announced the man of the match goes to Colin Armstrong, and the man who will get a meat voucher from Tesco's for the top tackle count is Jonty Gawley. Been a very, very able replacement for Phil McKenzie this afternoon. Now Broadbent steadies it down, but does well to offload to here. This game isn't over. Sheridan back in field to Stott. Kitchen does well to bring him down. It's last tackle. Turner hoists one. Swirling wind. Penrice is under it. He's got the plate. Trying to run it away. Shrugs away from one, but can't evade the second one. About 1 minute to go plus any stoppage time. from this restart. This could be Sheffield's last chance. Carter drops out, taken over the head of Farrell, and will it go into touch? Yes, it will. So that's a super kick by Carter, and all the time it'll eat the clock away and hopefully get Town close to their first victory of the centenary year. Sheridan to feed, comes up with it, through the gap, still going Sheridan, offloads onto Carr, Carr looking for numbers out wide, back in field to Price, out wide to Sodge. Could this be a dramatic end? We're in stoppage time now. Sheffield have another 5 tackles. They've got men over Sheffield. Broadbent checks, back in field, onto Sheridan. Goes left to Carr. The gap closed up. Was it knocked on? Yes, it was. And that could be Sheffield's last throw of the dice. Town will not be in any hurry whatsoever. We're into stoppage time now, and that was a good chance for Sheffield. It's going to be Kitchen to feed this scrum. Good push by Sheffield, but to no avail. Kitchen round the base, and there goes the hooker. It's Town's first victory. They led 16 points to 12 at half-time. Extended the lead with a Marwood penalty. Then Sheffield came back into it with a Broadbent try, making it 18-16. Livett got his first try for the club, goal by Marwood, 24-16. Marwood with a penalty extended the Town lead to 26-16. Hughes went in for the try far out to make it a finale, 26 points to 20. But that's the way it stayed. Under immense pressure, Sheffield had a chance close to the end, but blew it. Good start for coach Kurt Sorensen. He gets a win under his belt. Town get their first win in the centenary year. Sheffield still winless, still pointless, but Town, it's the first win. Let's hope the first of many as they trudge the way off. Once again, final score at Derwent Park, Workington Town 26, Sheffield Eagles 20.